on an all-new Dr. Phil. Is she a caring parent?
You say she'll give him spoiled milk.
You are a bad mother.
Or a party mom?
You're gone night and day. You cannot treat a child the way you do.
Okay, Virgin Mary.
Hold on. You can be quiet.
You're not going to make me be quiet. Y'all both make me sick.
You know as well as I do that woman's raising your child instead of you.
She doesn't step back and let me be a mom.
Because if she did, he'd be dead.
Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
I try to be an emotional compass and point you in the right direction.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. My guest, Grace, is a local TV producer who wrote in to report a devastating story. Not one just happening in her hometown, but with her own family. She says her 21-year-old sister, Ashlyn, is a bad mother who would rather party and hunt for sugar daddies online than take care of her baby boy. In fact, that job has been left to the little boy's grandmother, Pam. Now, Ashlyn even dances in strip clubs, not to pay for diapers or formula, but according to Grace, to embarrass her family. Now, Grace is fed up with her sister, who she says is delusional, narcissistic, and violent to the point of terrorizing her own baby. Take a look.
Ashlyn is a whole big old bucket of crazy.
You wouldn't love to hear what I got to say, because it's too real for you. You can't handle the truth.
Ashlyn is one of the most irresponsible people I've ever met. Ashlyn would rather party than spend time with her child. Ashlyn acts like a redneck piece of trash.
I get angry. I have anger problems.
Right now, she's a stripper. And not a stripper as in, I'm going to do this to take care of my family. She's doing it as a lifestyle. Knowing her history with men, I think she's having sex with them. The primary caregiver of Ashlyn's son is 100% my mother, 24/7. I oftentimes get the sense that Ashlyn doesn't even want her child. She'll yell in his face.
Ashlyn, I really don't want to do this in front of him. He has seen enough of this.
At my nephew's birthday party, Ashlyn got him a big play school card, and she slung him out of the car, and his face hit the concrete, and had a big goose egg right here, and he had a real busted up nose. When confronted about that, it was just a boo-boo. She is too rough with the child. The extent of Ashlyn's parenting goes as far as a selfie. She likes that image of being the dutiful, struggling, single parent, but there is no struggle because there is no parent. My mother runs a beauty salon, but she can't be there because she's raising someone else's child. And it's just a joke to Ashlyn.
He made me laugh so hard.
That she keeps my mother from work. If my mom isn't on the verge of losing her business now, it's on the horizon. My mother deserves so much better than this. This is wrong.
Well, Pam, the mom, claims her daughter Ashlyn goes missing for days without seeing her son. And to make matters worse, when she does show up, she says she causes nothing but drama.
I am raising my 14-month-old grandson because my 21-year-old daughter, Ashlyn, just refuses to do so. She is very busy partying and stripping. Ashlyn got pregnant when she was 19. After the baby was born, there was a turn in her behavior. She said that she did not care about anything, and I said, how about your son? And she said, I don't care about him either. Ashlyn has been on her phone the entire time she was pregnant and since this baby's been born. I have never known a person so cruel.
I do not care what anybody thinks. I don't care what people say about me. It's gonna be all right.
I am very much afraid to leave him with Ashlyn because I don't know what her behavior is going to be like. Ashlyn does not hesitate to scream at him, yell at him. He has lived in my home since he was born. I cook for him, wash dishes for him, take him to every doctor's appointment. My grandson doesn't even know the word mommy.
You are a bad mother.
Okay.
Because you don't take care of him.
Ashlyn has been very violent toward me. Ashlyn took the baby bottle. She had not put the top on it and threw it in my face and chest.
You know, I have a bottle all over my chest where you just threw it against me.
Yeah, you pulled my hair and slapped me.
at home taking care of your baby for you. Ashlyn blames her stripping on me. When I asked why she was stripping, she said it was to embarrass us. This is just destroying our entire family. I begged her to just be a mother to him. If Ashlyn does not step up, I would definitely adopt him.
I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't listen to other people.
You're what?
A grown-ass woman.
Okay.
Wow.
Good to meet y'all.
Nice to meet you as well.
I wish it was better circumstances.
Yeah, you guys, you sound a little bit like me. You must be from the South.
I think so.
A little bit.
Yeah. A little bit. Okay. So, how did you get in this pickle? You've raised your children.
Yes, I'm in this situation because she just refuses to care for him.
Okay, so basically, you had a baby with a surrogate.
Apparently,
She just carried the baby, delivered it, and then handed it to you.
yes.
Right. And you're watching this happen.
I get phone calls every day. And I'm hundreds of miles away, so I'm hearing her grief, I'm hearing her sorrow, I'm hearing her stress, and I can't do it anymore. I cannot stand by anybody off the street cannot hurt my mama, especially someone in her own home. I won't have it. I won't do it.
Yeah. Well, okay, so you're saying that she's getting mistreated by your sister, but you say your sister also is mistreating her child. You say she actually yells at him, and if he reaches for her, you've heard him say, "Get the off of me, don't touch me."
Babies are sticky, generally. Babies are kind of gross. Sometimes they can get, and she's just like, get off me.
She has no regard, not any at all for him.
He's not a person to her. He's a prop. Literally, she only has him long enough to take a selfie, and that is about it.
She'll come to the house for a couple of hours just to take a selfie with you, to put it on Facebook to make it appear that she has been with him.
Well, you say she's rough on him, the way she handles him. How does she pick him up?
She snatches on him.
How does she pick him up?
I mean, she snatches on him. To her, it's all just a boo-boo. It's all just, she just
No,
slaps.
it's laughter to her.
Oh, yeah,
it's
no,
not
she just
even
laugh at him, too.
it's not. It's just something for her to laugh about.
Okay, well,
honestly.
I've heard the yelling and screaming and all, but do you ever just have a calm adult conversation here?
Not possible.
This is not working.
It's not.
It cannot happen with her.
She takes it from 0 to 60, no matter how you approach it.
She's been living in the home with me the whole time until I made her leave my home because she can't. I mean, I was not going to allow her to have men coming in and out of my house, period. It was going to be in my home with my grandson, period. But whenever she first had the baby, several days later, I was at work, she called, she says, "Mama, this baby is just trying to tear my clothes off." And so I came home that afternoon, and her milk had come in. She had no desire whatsoever to nurse this baby. She would actually taunt him with breast milk instead of giving it to him. It was entirely too much trouble for her. It would torment him. There's a craziness, something about her just loves to torment anybody, and even him as an infant.
You say she'll give him spoiled milk before getting up to fix a new bottle.
Yes.
Does she take care of him when she is home?
She is. No,
what about the diapers?
She does
She
whatever.
piles them up in wherever.
She'll throw them across the room.
When I was
let the
home,
dog play in them.
When I was
Whatever.
Yeah. Well, when I was home
I'm sorry,
Mama.
No, I want to know.
When I went home for Christmas, her room had 2 corners in it that were just filled with diapers, just bags of diapers. Why
Dirty
not just
diapers.
Yeah, dirty diapers. I'm like, why not just take them out? She's never washed a load
The
of
one
clothes
time I
for me.
asked her to wash a bottle, she said I was a B.
All right, so...
I'm so sorry.
Why do you keep apologizing?
She's apologizing because she raised her better than this.
Well, let's
And
meet her.
the
All right, look, we're going to take a break. Coming up, we're going to meet Ashlyn, who says she is a good mother and that her sister is just jealous. She says her sister's just jealous. We're going to find out what she means by that right after the break.
I feel like my sister hates me because I'm prettier than her. She's overweight and I'm not, and it kills her. She's just a stuck-up bitch.
And later, thank you.
Thank you, Mom.
Well, thank you after 14 months.
So funny, isn't it?
No, it's not
That
funny.
was disgusting.
What is disgusting?
Acting like I'm not a good mom.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil. Missing at spring break.
She's seen on a traffic cam. Then she disappears. The jailhouse informant said she tried to flee. They caught her.
We were told they shot her, and then she was put into an alligator pit.
You believe you've handed a flyer to the man that killed your daughter?
I don't think I know I did.
For the first time, the man accused speaks out.
Do you know who killed Brittany Drexel?
All new Dr. Phil. Tomorrow.
Ashlyn does not care about that baby. She never cooks for the baby. She never cleans up behind the baby. Ashlyn called and said that the baby was inconsolable and had been for hours and hours. Asked her to please take him to the ER. When we got to the ER, his little hands were just clenched and he was just angry. And I said, Ashlyn, when has this baby been fed? It had been 5 hours. As soon as I got him a bottle, he fell asleep on my shoulders. Probably have the only grandbaby in South Carolina that went to the ER because it was hungry.
Well, Grace and Pam claim Ashlyn ignores and neglects her son and that she has cursed and even screamed at him for trying to sit on her lap. But Ashlyn says, no. She says she is a good mother who is only trying to do what's best for him.
My mom and my sister are liars, hypocrites, judgmental, manipulative. They don't like how I'm living, and the fact is that nobody tells me what to do or how to control my life. It doesn't matter what you say. I am pissed off. I am a good mom. Me and my son are so tight. We have a close bond. What's he been doing? I do pay for things for my son. I buy his diapers and I buy his milk. If I've got it, my son's got it. I'm stripping currently because it's easy money. Men are so stupid. Like, they are so stupid. Most men, like, they'll try to take you home or go home with you. And I tell them I've got to go home to my son because I do. I do not do any sexual favors for money. I feel like my sister hates me because I'm prettier than her. She's overweight and I'm not, and it kills her. She's just a stuck-up bitch. They're both big, my mom and my sister. It's like my mom is the ringleader and my sister backs her up. My mom talks bad about me and she smiles in my face and tells me that she loves me. My son has said mama before. And why she tells people that he has it, she has told me to my face, like, oh, look, your son's saying mama. And he didn't say mama? You don't remember that? It's lies.
I think he did say it, Mama.
My mom wants full custody of my son. It really hurts me. Like, what does having custody do with her getting to see him or spend time with him? She's tried multiple times to talk me into signing over my rights to her. She might totally cut me off completely from seeing my son if she had rights. I would fight for my son in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Y'all both make me sick.
And you don't piss Ashlyn. You cannot
you know what?
treat a child the way you do. She's a human being and a person.
Virgin Mary.
Hold on. I thought I was a bitch. I think I like
you
that
are
better.
a bitch. You're a bitch. Everybody makes mistakes, and y'all both act like I'm a horrible person because, you know, I get mad, I get angry. Everybody gets mad. People handle it different ways.
Like cussing out mom every day of her life? Is that fine?
But you didn't ever treat her bad? You didn't ever yell at her?
Not consistently.
No, I forgot.
I'm a teenager. I made mistakes. I've been there. I've done that. You can be quiet. I like it that way.
You're not going to make me be quiet.
I think I hear you screaming and cussing at her in the background of the phone plenty of times, Ashlyn.
Oh, really?
And I've seen it firsthand. I grew up with it, and it got worse when you had your child. Why isn't he a person to you?
I can't even handle you right now. Like, I cannot. Okay.
Hi. Y'all don't need me here to bicker.
That's true.
Are you a responsible mother?
I do the best I can.
That wasn't a question.
Yes.
You're a
For the most
responsible
part,
mother?
yes.
Are you the primary caregiver for your child?
Yes.
How many times have you put him to bed at night?
Wait.
How many times
Wait.
have you woke up in the morning and that baby, your son, you're in the house?
But who called the
How
police?
many
No.
times?
Who called the police when I tried to take his crib from your house? and said I was taking things
You
out
know
of the...
why?
No. I was taking things out of the house that weren't mine.
No.
If your mother steps back and eliminates herself in terms of her role in this baby's life, then it won't be noticed.
I mean,
because you're doing all the fundamental primary things.
No, she helps me a lot. Like, she does. I couldn't do it without her. Like, she's my right hand. And I love her to pieces. And you are. No, you don't, Mom.
I do love you.
Why do you do all this? But you won't sit down.
Don't do this kind of thing for someone you don't love.
You won't sit down and talk to me. You tell everybody else something else, but won't say it to my face. Why? Why won't you tell me I'm a bad mother? Why do you have to tell national television I'm a bad mother? Why not talk to me about it? I'm your daughter.
Do you tell her what she wants to hear to keep the peace?
Yes.
Because you create that kind of chaos, Ashlyn.
All right, we're going to stop it.
Are you enabling this behavior?
Oh, I see what you... Listen, I have no control whatsoever with this behavior. I cannot make it better or worse, I don't think.
Well, if you think about it like that, then probably not. But, you know, if you could sit down and talk to me, it'd make things a whole lot better. But you don't. You just don't want to talk about it right now. That's always your answer.
Well, you know, I'm probably pretty tired, pretty exasperated and tired and don't want to discuss things.
Did I hear you on the videotape saying nobody has the right to tell me what to do?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because at the end of the day, I pay my bills. Nobody else does.
Well, I pay my bills. Hell, everybody tells me what to do.
Why do you let them?
Well, because I have responsibilities to a lot of people. A lot of people depend on me. I employ a lot of people. I have a lot of people that depend on me. So there are a lot of people that I am accountable to. And so I take that very seriously.
That's you. We're two different people.
Why are you allowing this to go on and not telling her the truth?
I don't want to hurt her.
You don't think this hurts worse?
And later...
Mom, you're not helping. You're not.
As long as I walked my walk with an almighty God and watched Dr. Phil, I could raise 3 children by myself. And guess what I did?
Well, how is it that she doesn't get a vote in your behavior, but yet you live in her home and she takes care of your baby, but yet she doesn't get a...
I have my own house. I don't
Filled
stay
with
there.
bed bugs that you can't take anything to or take anything out of, and you know that.
It's all I can afford.
Did you have trouble on the flight out here with your child?
She had them.
Well, I thought you provided the fundamental care and nurture for your child.
She's the mom.
Of your baby?
She tries to be. She doesn't step back and let me be a mom.
Because if she did, he'd be dead.
Okay.
Ashlyn asked to see her son, who had just arrived in Los Angeles with Pam that morning. After waiting for several hours, Ashlyn became extremely agitated. This is what happened when Pam finally brought Ashlyn's son to her.
I came to Los Angeles. Ashlyn said she desperately wanted to see the baby.
Put him down right now.
Okay. When Ashlyn showed up, that was just this huge facade. Ashlyn just acted overwhelmed that she had just missed her baby so much.
I miss you. I've been waiting forever.
So Ashlyn just acted like she was this great mom.
I love you.
I came out to speak with you in the hallway. Ashlyn followed me, and so she wanted to get confrontational.
Say this. My son didn't wake me up telling me mama and hit me, and he said, oh, look at him, Ashlyn. He didn't say mama. You don't remember that?
I don't think he did say that one time.
Okay.
One time.
Okay. It
Maybe
doesn't matter
twice.
how many times, but did he not say mama?
I think he did say it,
Okay.
Mama. And I think he may have said it. Yeah, he may have even said it twice. Okay, you don't know how old your own son is?
He came out of I know how old my son is.
Well, why don't you act like he came out of
He has seen enough of this.
You don't want to ever do it. You don't want to talk to me ever. You don't want to hear what I got to say.
Well, I would love to hear what you got to say, but I
wouldn't.
don't want to fight with you.
No, you wouldn't love to hear what I got to say because it's too real for you. You can't handle the truth.
I just take care of him because you don't, Ashlyn.
No, am I a bad mom? Am I a bad person, Mama? Mama, have you ever looked at me in the face and told me I was a bad mom? Ever?
No, but I wouldn't.
Exactly.
Because
so why
you
do
are.
you tell everybody else?
Because you are a bad mother.
Okay.
Because you don't take care of him.
Let me kiss the ground. You actually said it for once. Lord, praise to Jesus. Hallelujah.
Your behavior and the way you act is not pointless because you have a child to raise.
You made me laugh so hard. Yes. I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't listen to other people.
You're what?
A grown-ass woman.
That takes my breath.
What do you mean?
That I could ever have to have any kind of conversation like that with anybody, much less my own child. I mean, it's almost like it's happening to somebody else. It's so
Well, it's happening to
devastating.
you.
It's deplorable.
Well, you say that you are the one that is primarily caring for this child and that they are liars and hypocrites. Now, you know, we need to get real here because it sounds to me that somebody is misreading this situation a whole lot because they're telling me that you're more interested in the lifestyle of a stripper and partying and getting on these sugar daddy websites and sleeping all during the day, during the week, and being gone all weekend, not feeding your child, not taking care of your child, not bonding with your child, and you're saying, oh, no, that's not true. And I don't understand why, if that is the case, if this is true, why you are rewarding bad behavior. If she is a negligent, immature mom, according to the two of you, why are you allowing this to go on and not telling her the truth about what you think?
Well, to sit and tell your child that they're a bad mother is a hurtful thing to do. I don't want to hurt her.
You don't think this hurts worse? I think it's what you need, Ashlyn.
Are you seriously, objectively telling me that you think you are mothering this child in a proper fashion? Are you seriously telling me that? Okay, then let's not waste our time talking about that. That doesn't mean you can't get there, doesn't mean we can't get you there. But you don't criticize the woman that is doing it. It seems to me that you would be saying, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mom.
Well, thank you after 14 months.
It's so funny, isn't it?
No, it's not
That
funny.
is disgusting.
What is disgusting?
The way she's sitting there acting like I'm not a good mom. Mom, I try to be. I do. I try so hard.
Ashlyn, it's hard to...
And it's hard when somebody's going around town telling everybody how bad of a person they
it's
are.
hard to take care of a baby when you party all weekend, when you're gone night and day, when you're gone for 4 and 5 days at the time partying, and then when you do come home, you crash for 2 days. I cannot trust you to take care of your own son for just a few hours.
Really?
Yes.
Then why do you let me?
Let's take a break. Is Ashlyn putting herself in serious danger by creating a profile on certain websites? I want to talk about that when we come back because she is a mother and she's the only mother this child will ever have.
That's right.
So you got to take care of that child's mother. Is that happening? We'll be right back.
I'm fully I really wish I was. For you to come home in a body bag. Yeah, it would be a lot better than dealing with this. This is so pathetic.
This is tough love, Ashlyn. Ashlyn drinks, and I have caught her drinking underage. Ashlyn has gotten a DUI. She's 18. I absolutely think she has a problem with drinking. How could you not? I think she avoids my mother's house as much as possible. I think she goes to other places and drinks and binges. When it comes to the whole stripper experience, I don't think she drinks to get through it. I think she drinks as a part of it. I think it's a package deal.
Well, Grace is a local TV producer who wrote to me concerned about her sister Ashlyn's reckless behavior, particularly because she has a 14-month-old son who their mother Pam seems to be raising. Now, Grace's latest worry is Ashlyn's online profile.
I found that Ashlyn has a profile on a sugar baby website. A sugar baby is a girl who gets older men, sugar daddies, to buy them things, oftentimes for company and sex. At one time, she was dating 4 or 5 new guys a week. Earlier this year, Ashlyn took off to be with some stranger, and she tried to take her child with her, but the babysitter wouldn't let Ashlyn take the child. The same person was letting her drive around some sports car. And as soon as I found out that Ashlyn was doing this, I was on the phone with police. It was a nightmare. I was absolutely ready to be told that she was dead. If she is a sugar baby, I don't think she's even profiting from that. I don't think she's very good at it.
I'm not, because I'm not.
Then why do you have the profile, Ashlyn? I've seen it because, yeah, I check you out on the internet about 2 or 3 times a month just to make sure you're not dead, Ashlyn Kate. I'm fully emotionally prepared
I really wish I was.
for you to come home in a body bag.
Yeah, it would be a lot better than dealing with this.
I'd rather have you alive, Ashlyn, and
would.
crying on a stage than dead.
No, this is pathetic. Like, this is so pathetic.
This is tough love, Ashlyn. As hard as it gets.
What is wrong about what they're saying to you?
The way they're making me feel that I'm such a bad person. I'm not.
Are you putting your child as a top priority?
No.
Don't you think that's your responsibility to do?
Yes.
Then this calls for change. You do have profiles up on sugar daddy websites, correct?
Yeah. When's the last time I logged in?
I don't know or care.
Exactly.
And you are participating in high-risk behaviors.
Because I don't want to live here anymore. Like, I just don't. I don't want to be here anymore.
You don't want to be where?
In this life, like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to live. The reason I do this is just so hopefully something does happen to me.
Okay, so you're telling me that you're actively suicidal.
Pretty much.
Okay, then that's a game changer for you. That means you need to take whatever steps you need to do to get her into a psychiatric placement, get her off the street, get her away from this child.
I've been multiple times and they say nothing's wrong.
Well, you just said there was. You just said I am actively suicidal.
It's just the way it makes me feel, but I'm not going to go kill myself or hurt myself.
You just said you were. You don't want to say that to somebody like me because I will take you smooth out of the game.
Ashlyn,
I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to do this.
I
didn't even want to come here. Like, I didn't. She talked me into it. I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to go home.
Ashlyn, let's get you better. Let's figure out what we can do.
Mom, you're not helping. You're not. This is not helping me. When you won't sit down and have a normal conversation with me, but tell everybody else something else.
Okay, well, I've made a choice to have this conversation with you with the man that I respect near.
The one that you've always wanted to meet. Yeah, he's here.
Well, I have always watched his programs, and, you know, as a single mother, this is the way I felt. As long as I walked my walk with an almighty God and watched Dr. Phil, I could raise 3 children by myself. And guess what I did? I never missed a show.
Well, you have a choice to make. You can either come in here and you can pout and be immature and storm out of here, or you can say, you know what? My life isn't working worth a damn. I'm demeaning myself with what I'm doing. I'm neglecting my son. I'm abusing my mother. I'm not getting anywhere that I want to be towards a goal. And for some reason, I've wound up here in front of Dr. Phil. You know as well as I do your life isn't working. You know as well as I do that woman's raising your child instead of you. You know as well as I do you got no plan to change it. And you know as well as I do you're not proud of the choices you're making. You know as well as I do you're not proud of the things that you're doing. And you know as well as I do this is not leading to anything good long term.
I do know that.
So that means you need a new plan. When we come back, I'm going to make a few suggestions of what that just might be.
Tomorrow on an all-new Dr. Phil. Missing at spring break.
We were told they shot her.
New claims.
She was put into an alligator pit.
The man accused speaks out.
Do you know who killed Brittany Drexel?
That's tomorrow.
Okay, I'm back, and I'm talking to Ashlyn. Her mother is here, Pam. Her sister is here, Grace. And we're really here about a precious 14-month-old little boy. And why are you turning away?
Oh, I don't know. Because
we're not running
an
election, and they don't get a vote.
No, but I'm not supposed to get...
She's looking at pictures of him.
Well, there's big pictures right here. Have you noticed this one back here?
No, but I'm not
It's 8.5 feet by
it's
37.
It's really hard not to see him and tear up. You know,
well-
and I'm not supposed to tear up here.
Why? Let's just be real, okay?
Okay.
Let's just not pretend to be something. Let's just be real here. Look, this whole thing is dysfunctional at so many levels. I can't even begin to tell you. This relationship between the two of you, I can't find an adult in this
Right.
relationship. I watch these tapes of you yelling and screaming. That has to stop. There's a child in the middle of this. You can't defend yourself. I have videotape. If you want me to
Right.
play it 3 or 4 more times, I
Right.
will.
I agree. No, that's so true.
Let me tell you, children look at their parents, their family, like an island. That's their safety in the middle of the ocean.
Right.
And based on how secure they feel, they learn to kind of swim out. And then they learn they can come back and the island's there. And then they swim out a little further and they come back and the island's there. But if every time they swim out, it's gone, they panic. They don't know, is this all going to come apart? Is my family going to fall apart? Is it going to be there? Is it not going to be there? Am I going to be accepted, rejected, blamed, yelled at, screamed, hit? They don't know. And so they grow up with anxiety, and then that anxiety turns into maladaptive behavior. It blocks their learning. It blocks their development. This needs to stop right now. I am a mandated reporter. And if this doesn't stop, then I am required to report it. And when I report it, that means a child is removed from the home and put into a very broken foster care system. You don't want this child in a foster care system.
That's right.
You want this child to be raised by the people that know him and love him.
That's right.
If you want your mother to help you raise this baby, then you need to become cooperative with her. You need to form not a Facebook relationship with your child, but a face-to-face relationship with your child, a real relationship with your child. And the only way to do that is to start making sacrifices. You choose to stay home with this child and nurture this child instead of going out on this date or going on this trip or going to this concert. Instead, you stay home and you watch Peppa Pig until you want to puke.
That's right.
That's what you do. You make sacrifices.
Yeah. It's true.
And making these comments like, I don't want to be here, I don't even want to live. You don't have the right to say that, and I don't want to ever hear that come out of your mouth again.
Ashlyn makes it out for everybody to believe that I'm a deadbeat dad. I wish I had him every day because he's in a bad place. She's just an attention-seeking whore is what I would call her.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. We're ready to start the show, but we're waiting on you. If you're going to be in the Los Angeles area and want to watch a live taping of the Dr. Phil show, call 323-461-PHIL or visit drphil.com. Tickets are free, and I hope to see you soon.
Ashlyn is not a good mother at all. Ashlyn doesn't spend any time with my son. Pam has told me verbally that she has had my son 24/7.
I don't think stripping is a good job for a mother.
The only reason she does strip is for attention. She can't maintain a steady job. She doesn't do it because she needs money. She just does it because she enjoys attention from men. That was our problem the whole time we were together. She comes from a wealthy family. Like, money's not the issue with them. She's just an attention-seeking whore is what I would call her. Ashlyn doesn't let me see my son at all. Ashlyn makes it out for everybody to believe that I'm a deadbeat dad. I wish I had him every day because he's in a bad place. Ashlyn uses my son to try to get me back, and that's way out of the question.
She sent him a 4-page love letter trying to get him back.
Just the thought in my head that I don't get to see my son every day is killing me.
This father has rights with this child as well, and this father wants to help raise this baby as well. And whether I don't know whether you like him or whether you don't, or whether you do or whether you don't, but he has rights with this child.
That's right.
And he has a right to exercise those rights, and this child needs a father in his life, and
he does.
I certainly support that as long as this is a healthy relationship. And he's joining us via Polycom right now. Devin, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Haley. I see that you're there as well. I appreciate you joining us too. Devin, you're interested in stepping up and being involved in your son's life, correct?
Yes, sir. I've always been interested.
Yeah, and listen, what I'm talking about here is coming up with a parenting plan that is structured and monitored, and everybody takes a responsible, mature role that creates an environment for this child that he knows he has stable people that love him and can nurture him and help him get to the next level of his life. And my question for you is whether or not you would participate in a co-parenting plan to help this child know that he's surrounded by people that love him.
Yes, sir.
Everybody needs to let history be history, however we got where we are, and everybody start pulling the wagon up the hill with regard to this child. And everybody's willing to do that, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. And you can't hate her, Ashlyn. She's a good mama.
You don't know what I've been through, okay?
It doesn't matter. What's past is past.
It is, but how can she sit over there and say that when she doesn't know?
It doesn't matter. If your interest is in the child, it makes strange bedfellows. If your interest is in the child and making sure the child has his father in his life, then we will put together a co-parenting plan where the child is the beneficiary. Whatever has happened in the past is in the past. The child becomes the #1 priority. All right, we have to take a break. Coming up, I mean, is there hope for this family to come together for the sake of this child? I am the incurable optimist. I'm going to tell you how we start doing this after the break. Ready to get real? Go to drphil.com for advice on relationships, parenting, finances, and more. Plus, weigh in on your favorite episodes, share your stories, and find support in the Dr. Phil community. When you sign up for the community, you will automatically be subscribed to the Dr. Phil Show newsletter. Log on to drphil.com today. You know, sometimes we get where what we're doing today, we're doing not because it's what we want to do, but because it's what we were doing yesterday. I mean, if I gave you a piece of paper and a pen and said, I want you to write out a life script, you would not write down what you're doing right now.
Exactly.
You wouldn't do that.
No.
So why are you doing it? Well, you're doing it because it's what you were doing yesterday. And you would do it tomorrow because it's what you're doing today. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, months turn into years, and we go, what the hell happened to my life? What I want for you to do is hit a reset button, and let's stop and write a life script and figure out what you do want to do. I want to get you worked up from the tip of your toes to the top of your head and see exactly where you are. This is Paul Moen right here. He is the co-founder of and CEO of Balboa Horizons. I asked him to come here today because I think you are a great fit for them. They are a full continuum of gender-specific care, multidisciplinary treatment centers, and these folks work, when I say multidisciplinary, they work on co-occurring circumstances. If you're drinking too much, they'll deal with that. If your medications are wrong, they'll deal with that. If you're depressed, they'll deal with it. Whatever is going on with you, you deserve to call time out and put yourself in the shop and say, you know what, I'm going to hit the reset button for me. I'm going to rewrite that life script, and I'm going to get myself back on track so I can be there for my son. And then, if you need help in terms of getting your career on track, then we'll get you a life coach. If you need some, whatever, I'm telling you, you walked in the right room today.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you.
Because I'm going to get you some help. Okay? I mean it. All right? Fair enough? All right, we got to stop. I want to thank all my guests today. A special thanks to Paul Moen from Balboa Horizons. For more information about today's show, you can log on to drphil.com. You can join in on the conversation today on Facebook and Twitter. We will keep you posted on what's happening with this family. Thanks for being here so long.